radio. We're asking slightly different questions here.
Okay.
What's your summer jam?
Summer jam?
Yeah.
What does that mean?
What song are you listening to?
Oh, gotcha.
I've been listening to like sad, slow Ingrid Michaelson lately.
Oh, she's great.
Yeah, she is great. That's kind of what I've been doing lately.
My son and I have been rocking out to Lumineers.
Yes.
He loves the beat, so I mean, I play it like over and over again. Stubborn Love. He actually knows all the lyrics by now. Yeah.
How old is he now? 5.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that's, what are you listening to?
Oh, we're listening to a lot of Daft Punk.
Great, me too.
Daft Punk.
When I'm not listening to Ingrid. Yeah.
Robin Thicke's very popular right now.
Oh, right. With his Naked Girls song.
Yeah, exactly.
That was going to go over well no matter what.
Yeah.
You couldn't really say anything behind that video, right? Could have been back there going, and there's just naked women everywhere.
I'm so out of the loop of pop culture, man. I have no clue.
Really? He's done a new song called Blurred. Blurred Lines. Yeah, I don't know. I was blurred when it happened. Yeah, that's right.
So, as the two main love interests for Bo, can you tell us what's going to happen this coming season? And who do you want to win? How are you going to duke it out?
You know what? I like I'm in for the long run. I like the longevity. You know?
Yeah, I can be with her until I die.
Yeah.
And so he's going to take over from there, I think.
Unless you know.
You're going to step aside for 85 years, because I have 85 more to go. And then...
I mean, it'll get a little weird when you're...
Yeah, you all look the same.
Exactly. Don't tell her.
Like geriatric love.
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I mean, we're going to do more love. It'll be more love this year.
Okay, can you tell us a little bit more about the action coming up? Like, what's there's a lot of people in peril at the end of the season. Where's that going to go?
Well, I'm still here, so I guess I don't think it's a big spoiler to say that I survived the crash.
Yeah.
And as far as the action goes, well, we look at we've got the Wanderer, who is the Wanderer, and when we start the season, we don't know where Bo is. She gets disappeared, or she's been taken. So, we were just talking about it over there. Each episode now feels bigger than last year. As we're making these episodes, it's getting harder and harder to make it in the time that we have to do it. And it's because they're bigger. They're like each one is like a little movie almost now. It really feels great. It's like the show is getting bigger. Yeah.
It's very tall now.
Yeah, well, how is that for you? As it gets more and more popular, I mean...
Oh, it's amazing. It's kind of a dream to work on this show, We get to work with amazing people on a show that we really sort of care about, and we have the best fans in the world. Like, I feel like we won the job lottery a little bit. Yeah, it's great.
Are you on Twitter? Or both you on Twitter interacting?
Yeah.
The Twitter has just been... I mean, we were kind of asked to do it by the network, and I had no idea about it beforehand, but I'm really glad we have it.
Yeah.
It's a great way to communicate with the fans and just,
Unless you've been drinking, and then you shouldn't tweet.
Although they love it when you do. Should always put a disclaimer. Drunken tweets incoming.
Yeah.
The network shutters a little bit.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, the fans love it.
Is there a moment coming up in the season that you can't wait for the fans to see?
Yeah.
Yep. 12 of them. 12 moments that we're very excited about.
Come on, tell us more.
Yeah.
Oh, God. I would... Jay Firestone sitting right there. That's our exec. He would, literally just
You see the red
tackle
dot
me.
on my forehead? He's literally just waiting.
Giant satellites.
Yeah. I mean, we delve more into the characters, into our own backstories. Certainly for my character, we start to learn a little bit about what she's doing there, why she's there, her fate with the Fae, or whether or not there is a future. Certainly at the end of last season, we sort of learned a few things about her, and so we're going to explore that a little more.
Yeah, Dyson as well. We get to see a little bit of where Trick and Dyson's relationship started. Get a little bit more period piece action going on, which is I'm looking forward to. But
and there's nudity.
Different. Is there?
There's a little bit of nudity on our show.
Is that what I signed? Was that the nudity rider?
Yeah.
Yeah, but it's just honestly, the show just keeps getting bigger. We're tackling more, and some of our sets this year are just exceptional.
Yeah, extraordinary.
top of the line kind of stuff, and just it feels like you're walking onto these sets, and it's like, wow, is this a little Canadian TV show? It doesn't feel like it. So
it's a big Canadian TV.
That's true. It has grown. You're right. It's a lot taller.
I know, it's very tall.
I remember the first year when Anna
it was so little. It was just this big.
It was just Anna and I sitting at a table at the Toronto Fan Expo.
That's right.
And no one knew what it was. We were just sitting there. Hi there, I'm Kris Holden-Reid. And literally, we had 12 people.
Yeah.
That's it.
Well, we hadn't even aired yet at the first Fan Expo.
No, it was hilarious.
Yeah.
It's been quite the journey.
So how is it, as an actor you have to embrace your character, but in shows like this you really have to embrace the world too. You have to acknowledge that it exists. You can't. It's not corny to you. It's your world. It's your character's
that's
world.
a really great
How do you approach that? You're doing more than just embracing character. You're embracing the entire world, the reality.
It's a challenge. It was for me. I'd never done sci-fi of any kind before, so I was always sort of dramas which are so reality-based and so day-to-day based, so it was kind of a challenge to go, there's times when we're shooting a scene where we're watching something happening, it's not happening at all, so we're responding to nothing except sort of what we've been told is happening. So in that way, it's an acting challenge for sure, for me.
Yeah, no, absolutely, making this reality real is I think I'm lucky because I grew up reading fantasy books and running through the forest, hunting goblins.
You grew up running through the forest?
I did.
Me too. Yeah. Do you remember that? All the running? God, years of it. Through the forest.
When I was 11 years old, my parents took me from suburbia and put me on a farm, and I'm an only child, and they literally here you go, here's a puppy, and there's the woods. Have fun. I was getting into a little bit of bad kids, I guess, in the suburbs, so they were like, let's get him away from the bad.
So they put you in the forest with a dog. That was their reaction to that? Well, that's one way to deal with it.
Look, I'm here. I can now pretend to run through the forest really well.
All this time you were prepping.
I was. Who knew? I have fought thousands of goblins to get where I am.
Yeah.
I'm quite good at it too.
I didn't prep to play a doctor. I did never expect to play a doctor or a scientist.
I do not believe at all that you never played doctor.
I haven't. Oh yeah, I played doctor.
That's a crying shame.
No, I played that game. and I played it often in the woods.
That's been training for the show.
Call me next time.
I did play doctor in the woods once, and my parents caught me. And that's all I'm saying.
Awesome. We're delving into some deep therapeutic things right here.
I like this tangent.
And the little boy's name was
And it's all being
Austin, and I hope you're
recorded.
There's some adult man named that knows, in Austin, who's going to go tell the story.
Yeah, that's right.
my friend Austin, who taught me everything I know when I was 6.
CNN exclusive with Austin.
And what were you listening to?
My parents in my head. What are you doing?
If you guys could play any other character on the show other than the characters you're playing, which one would it be?
Gosh.
Oh, I want to be on Game of Thrones.
No, a character on Lost Girl. A different character other than Dyson and Lauren.
Another one that was in your body.
Right. Can't do those either.
Mine was a crazy
Well, it could be in a totally different body.
That was fun.
That was scary. I don't know. Maybe Kenzie. I'd like to play Kenzie for a day.
She's fun, having been there.
Oh yeah, you played Kenzie for a day.
She's a good one. I guess Bo?
Yeah. Bo? Yeah, you should be Bo.
Well, I'd like to give it a whirl.
Yeah, give that a go. Yeah.
Get my sexy on.
Bo and Kenzie.
Nice.
Okay, what other show would
You
you
kick a Game of Thrones character out as John. Who would you kick?
Jamie Lannister's a great character, but the guy who plays it, I think Nicholas is his name, he does such an amazing job, so I wouldn't want to kick him off that show. I don't know, I think that maybe somewhere down the line a character will come up that is just right for me, and I'm actually just going to try and get my ass on that show, to be honest.
They're here, you got network.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
So seeing, we had a season where Dyson was kind of out and being aloof, and now he's being brought back in the fold, whereas Lauren is going down a much darker path away.
Poor Lauren, eh? She has a rough go.
Hey, you weren't crying a river when I didn't have my heart, huh? Where were you then?
I felt
Playing
terrible.
doctor in the woods.
Yeah, that's right.
So, I mean, do you enjoy being able to kind of have that nice little wave of being able to...
Absolutely. Like, that season 2, I wasn't supposed to be that messed up for so long, but now I look back, it was actually kind of the gift because it's given Dyson a really nice, kind of roller coaster ride. And, the worst thing as an actor is to play the same thing for 4 years in a row. And I haven't had that with Dyson. It's been adapting and growing. And
yeah, they throw us curveballs a lot.
Totally. And what's great also is as our relationships really evolve in real life, we're able to evolve, bring these things to our relationships on the show too. And it's like, it's feeling really good this week. I'm going to get a little weepy.
Feeling good.
Yeah.
What aspect of the real you have you brought to your character?
I'm a total nerd in real life, and so is Lauren, so that part's easy. I think I'm pretty nerdy.
I run around and pee on bushes and sleep on people's bumps. It was a little awkward for a while. That's true. There you go. I guess the physicality. It's like I was an athlete for a long time, so that kind of physical and energy work is what I think. I'm good at Dyson because I can get that sort of big energy up there. That's from a lot of sports.
What has been your favorite fae so far to appear? What type of fae? And is there any kind of creature that you'd like to see on the show in the future?
Yeah, we have.
Like we always go to Vex because he's just such an awesome character. We love Paul Amos. Big shout out to Paul.
Yeah, he's the best.
But the Garuda was super fun.
Yeah, the Garuda.
Raul, he was a great guy to work with.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to seeing what they do with the Wanderer.
Yeah, me too.
What his powers will be in that Aoife.
Yeah, played by Inga
Bo's
Kavanaugh,
mom.
who's tremendously talented.
Yeah, Inga's great.
Yeah, phenomenal actress. I think she's amazing.
I agree.
Yeah.
I had a massive crush on her until Gabe swept her away.
And married her and gave her some children. Yeah. That did put a damper on your thing, didn't it?
Totally.
Can you tell us one of your most awkward moments while filming, one of the most difficult things you had to film, and the most fun things you got to film?
Can they all be the same thing?
Yeah.
Hungry Like a Wolf for me, that was pretty awkward, difficult, yet fun, and then rewarding when it was like, oh, that was actually, that read, like it worked. Like, I just felt like an idiot.
For me, it was playing Rainer, the character, when we did the body switching episode. Because he was such an extreme character, and I had a little tiny video to watch of that guy, the guy who actually was him, for like 30 seconds, so I got just that much of him to then try to pull out a character for the episode. And, the challenge to not be self-conscious playing a character that's that crazy is...
Literally, Zoie would be walking around on set, and she had the young man's audition on her phone, and she'd be walking around looking at it, trying to build a character. Every once in a while, she would show us and go like, what do I do with this? Because literally, it was like
30 seconds long,
or
and he was
less,
just like,
and he was just going. So I was like, I don't know.
I have to make a whole episode of that guy.
It was priceless. Like literally, that's what his audition was.
Yeah.
That was great.
So that probably, and it was fun though. It was fun to do that.
And you know what, that body swapping episode, like, it was so rewarding for us because it was just like a little theater school. We were all really engaged with each other. We were helping each other. We were videotaping each other, like reading the lines. Like I would read my lines for Ksenia and like vice versa.
We don't all get to see each other every week. We're not often on set together. So it was one of the few times that we were all in one room shooting
for like 5 days.
Yeah.
It smelled a little funny at the end of it, but it was good times.
It's because you were up everyone's bum.
So it was everyone's bum.
That was the problem.
So, next question.
What do each of you guys geek out on?
What?
What do you geek out on?
I don't know. I generally geek out on everything. What do you geek out on?
I geek out on like certain like
Warcraft.
Yeah, Dungeons and Dragons-y kind of stuff. Like I grew up with TSR, the Dungeons and Dragons on Commodore 64, and I would just sit there as an 11-year-old just all night trying to get through that dungeon. do a little dragon icon.
The Commodore.
Totally, you know, listening to that disc whir, it's just like, so yeah, and then 6 years ago, I guess I got introduced to World of Warcraft by Henry Cavill, strangely enough, when we were in Ireland. Yeah, you know, that is just, for me, it was like the perfect game. It's just like role playing, but you know, and I totally got sucked away, and I had to back off. Like, wow, this is way too immersive, and I don't have 5-year-olds. I'd rather put my imagination in here.
Yeah. With your 5-year-old. It's like World of Warcraft with family oriented. It's like kids can play. It's make your own wizard, and you do battles together. You and your son can do quests.
I have a feeling his mom would totally tackle. She said no computer games until it's inevitable. It's going to happen, but we're trying to keep it at arm's reach for now. And I believe we
only have them run around the woods.
Thanks,
guys. Thanks so much.